I'm president of the Tucson Metropolitan Chamber of Commerce, and it's my great pleasure this morning to kick this event off. But I have to tell you right now that our parking lot is totally full. It's like the Gem Show came back again a week later. And we have one spot in here that I can always guarantee you is going to be free to park in, and it's got a big X in there, okay? And somebody parked their car in there, because I usually sneak in there. So if Maricela would stand up, we'll give her a round of applause for taking the very last parking spot in the place that I was going to use this morning, Maricela. Maricela can have my parking spot anytime she wants. She's the president of the Tucson Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, a member of the Southern Arizona Chamber of Commerce Alliance, and a very good friend of this chamber and me. And we just spent yesterday at the legislature talking with our Southern Arizona delegation and the entire delegation with the Speaker of the House and the President of the Senate. And I can tell you that it's dismal up there right now. These people, we are, in case you're wondering, we are in a recession. And it appears to be getting deeper, and the cuts that they're having to go through are causing all of us, at least in Southern Arizona, to rethink our positions on certain issues to see if we can't help get this budget balanced on a statewide level. Now, that is not in the script at all. That is not why we are here this morning. I just thought I'd tell you that it's really difficult there right now, and we're doing what we can to make sure that K-12 education and higher education at the university level doesn't have to suffer too much more, because they've suffered a lot already. I don't know if you know it or not, but $1.2 billion of our state budget goes into the prison system, and $1.1 billion goes into higher education. Now, do the math on that little puppy. And deeper into my presentation here this morning is something about how many people that are in our prisons can be considered illiterate. 75% of them do not have a GED or a high school education. That's serious. And if we want to change that trend, we have a lot of work to do right within our own prison system, interestingly enough. Because if they can't read, they can't get a job, and they're going to be recidivists, and about 75 or 80% of them going right back in. We need to change that trend. We would like to spend a whole lot more money on education than we do on our prison system. But it's a situation that has to be fixed, repaired, and Literacy for Life can help do that. Now that's kind of the transition into the stuff I'm supposed to read. Okay? As you can tell, I'm serious about this issue of literacy. I sat next to Betty Stauffer at the Tucson Town Hall, put on by Southern Arizona Leadership Council. Where's Ron? He's in here someplace. What a terrific idea that SALC did that. It's been about 1.5 years now, hasn't it? And I got turned on to literacy and literacy volunteers because of the lady that runs it, Betty Stauffer. She did a terrific job educating me on the problems of literacy in our community and what we need to do to resolve some of those issues. And the Chamber is proud to be a part of this whole issue, and we're proud to host this press conference. Our mission is to develop a climate in which a business can create jobs and operate at a profit. And if you take a look at the word profit, it's a 6-letter word, not a 4-letter word. So profit is a good thing, because without profits you don't create jobs and you don't provide people with a lifestyle. And that's what we're trying to do at your Chamber of Commerce. And that starts with a culture of literacy in our community. The Literacy for Life Coalition states that Tucson flourishes because we lead in literacy, and the vision says that Tucson flourishes because we lead in literacy. Their goal is to make sure that we become a leading community in literacy across the country, because without a literate workforce we can't recruit new companies to come to Tucson, Arizona and provide us those jobs that provide people with a lifestyle. I still get off my script every now and then because, again, I'm passionate about this. Businesses in Tucson flourish when everybody in the business is engaged in learning and engaged in assisting others as they move into a lifelong learning pathway. We have been talking about moving the needle of literacy in our community. This is the beginning of moving the needle. It's flat. It's not going anywhere. It's like a gas gauge without the car running. It's just not going anywhere. And we're going to move this needle because of Literacy for Life. The coalition will provide us avenues for doing our part to move that needle. The coalition represents people in education and in business and in government and in the philanthropic world. You might ask, why is the Tucson Chamber so passionate about this effort? The short answer is that our members need qualified workers. Our members, we are a membership-based organization. We have 2,000 businesses in Tucson that are members of this organization. And they are always trying to expand their pool of qualified workers to meet their business needs. I told you about the town hall. Did you know that 43% of the adults in this community read at or below minimum literacy levels? The cost of the community manifests in a multitude of ways. Healthcare costs go up because illiterate people are unable to read and fill out all the forms that are necessary for the medical community. I was at the doctor's this morning at 8:45 just to have some tests done. I'm not dying. But the fact of the matter is, I had to fill out a lot of forms this morning. I am a voracious reader. There are 3 books in my car right now. 2 that I'm going to hand off to our staff because we pass books around on our staff. And the 3rd is a great new book by Clive Cussler that I am going to be reading on an airplane in a couple of days. Because I have to fly a bit, I'm reading all the time. I can't imagine life without being able to read. I can't imagine it. Reading the sports section this morning about Tiger Woods being in town. I can't imagine not being able to read about what that man's doing for golf and what he's doing for Tucson, Arizona right now. What if you couldn't read that? You would be missing something marvelous in your life. 75% of those inmates, I already told you about them. Increased welfare costs because most livable wage jobs require advanced training and education beyond high school. In short, the cost in human potential and the financial drain in the community for not being literate is huge. As responsible leaders, the business community must commit itself to support this effort and work to rectify the current literacy situation. The Chamber has partnered with Literacy for Life, and we're partners for a long time. Get used to it. We're playing a game with you guys because we want to help you move the needle. I'd like to turn this over now to Steve Alley, the President and CEO of the Community Foundation, to give you a quick history on what that great organization is doing. They're putting their money where their mouth is. Steve, it's all yours.